Hello, what's up and what's happening? Welcome back for your 24/7 production. Now, today we got a Throwback Thursday gameplay. It is NBA Street Homecourt. Now, I'm representing the Lakers and Kobe Bryant. We got Lamar Odom fresh out of rehab. He ain't drugged out, so he came out here to ball out, baby, on Venice Beach doing his thing. Now, we're taking on the Denver Nuggets. The Denver Nuggets, they got Allen Iverson, the answer, baby, the meanest crossover in the game. Little short stuff, man. The dude with braids. Yeah, I don't know where I was going with it. I was trying to make a joke, but it wasn't going to be funny. Anyways, man, they also have Carmelo Anthony and Marcus Camby on the team. Now, Carmelo Anthony, he was the cover athlete for this here game. Now, anyways, man, last night was Kobe's farewell game. Goodbye, Kobe. We're going to miss you. I mean, how many crying emojis did we see over, the internet? It was like, bruh, we don't miss Kobe. We should have been crying 3 years ago when he was starting to decline, okay? When he couldn't stay healthy and the Lakers sucked, okay? That's when we should have been having all these crying emojis. Not now. Not now, okay? Kobe Bryant last night took 50 shots. 50 of them G things, man. 50 shots. Now, I did not know that he took 50 shots because I'm a die-hard Warriors fan. Been that way for a long time before somebody says, nope, you're a bandwagon fan. I know it because everybody's bandwagon fans because that team's not good. Well, the Warriors have been selling out for a very, very long time, regardless if they were good or not, because they was always entertaining. Especially when we had Baron Davis and Monte Ellis, we were a very, very entertaining team. And of course, that's when we, had one of the biggest upsets ever when we beat the Dallas Mavericks when they were the number 1 seed. We were the number 8 seed. Now, anyway, I was watching the Warriors game last night because they made history. Steph Curry, first NBA player to hit 400 threes. He's up to 402 free threes for the end of the season. Flat out fantastic. And then, of course, they did win 73 games. First NBA team to ever do that as well. So I was watching history. I wasn't watching old man Kobe chucking up 50 shots. But I ain't mad at him chucking up 50 shots, and here's why. I was in the arena. I was in the place to be for Jay Rice's last home game. Now, his last home game was Week 16 versus the Chicago Bears. And do you know what Steve Mariucci did? He decided to throw the ball 20 freaking times to T.O. That's right. He set a record for most catches in the regular season game with 20 on Jerry Rice Day. Like, I would never forgive Steve Mariucci for that. And here's why, man. We had nothing to play for. We freaking sucked. We wasn't going to make the playoffs, okay? We wasn't going to do anything. Just get the ball to Jay Rice. So, Kobe Bryant taking all those shots, I ain't mad at you, man. Now, I used to be mad at Kobe. That's right. I ain't mad at him last time for taking 50 shots. But there was a time when I was mad at Kobe, and here's a couple of reasons why. Now, me being a Bay Area native, Oakland, California to be exact, I used to root for the Warriors all the time. And I had to hear freaking people say the Warriors suck. And we did suck. We freaking had like Muggsy Bogues at one time. We had Derek Fisher, and Derek Fisher was like the best player on the team. You know what I mean? We had Gilbert Arenas before he became Agent Zero, okay? We had a whole bunch of players that sucked. We had Larry Hughes. Like, Larry Hughes was our best player at one point. Like, we were bad. We were so bad. And then Baron Davis came and I got happy. Baron Davis, Monte Ellis, Steven Jackson, Al Harrington. We go to the playoffs and I'm happy, right? Now, the reason why I was mad at Kobe, like I said, Warriors fan my whole life. But being a kid and being like most people, you usually have another team that you root for the playoffs. If your team sucks, I guarantee you probably have another team that you like to root for the playoffs. My team was Chicago Bulls. Love me the Chicago Bulls. Michael Jordan was my favorite player. Whenever he did something, in the primetime game, I tried to do the next day at the park. You know what I mean? He shot the ball with his eyes closed. I tried it at the park. He shot the ball behind his back doing the layup. I tried to do that too. You know what I mean? Well, everything Michael did, I tried to do. So when Kobe came in the league with a bald head, okay, he was a high school kid. Why is he bald? Because he's trying to be like Michael. Okay, the fact that he was Scottie Pippen on the Lakers. Okay, he was Scottie Pippen on the Lakers. Shaq was Michael, even though Kobe looks more like Michael, but Shaq was Michael, and Kobe was Scottie as far as the roles were concerned. Kobe was second fiddle to Shaq's Michael Jordan. Okay, and when he took that game-winning three-point shot versus the Utah Jazz, okay, there's like 3 seconds left in the game. The Lakers call a timeout. They inball the ball to Kobe. Kobe goes to the left, goes back to the right, does a fadeaway three-point shot, and it's an air ball. That's right, didn't even go in. It was an air ball, and they're only down by 2. I was like, why didn't you give the ball to Shaq? And ever since then, like, Ever since like when he airballed that 3, I was like, bro, I don't like you. Like, stop hogging the ball. You ain't Michael. You know what I mean? And then of course it does turn out that he is pretty close to Michael, but I would never admit that. I would never admit that because Kobe, I mean not Kobe, but ESPN was like, you know what, Kobe Bryant is going to be the best player ever. You know what I mean? He at like, I believe he was like 22 at the time when he had 3 championships, when Michael didn't get his first one till he was like 27. And I always had a problem with ESPN because I always have to act like we're like people are retarded. And it's like, hello, Kobe skipped college. Kobe didn't go to college. So, of course, he's going to have a better chance at getting the NBA championship because, one, he was Scottie Pippen. He wasn't Michael Jordan back then. He was Scottie Pippen, okay? It was all Shaq. It was all Shaq, okay? And when I say it's all Shaq, clearly it wasn't all Shaq. But when we say that a player won it by himself, it's because they were the main guy on the team. And when Kobe won his first 3 championships, he was not the main guy on the team, in my opinion. It was all Shaq. This is why Shaq won MVP awards. This is why Shaq won Finals MVPs. And Kobe only has 2 Finals MVPs, and that was without Shaq. And he only has 1 regular season MVP. But that has a lot to do with people just hating on him, okay? And I was one of those people. So, Kobe. Anyways. So, Shaq leaves, right? Shaq leaves, and maybe you think, okay, now, being a California native, I'm still going to root for him. Heck no, okay? Heck no. Now, I was still technically a Warriors fan / Chicago Bulls fan, and the Bulls, they suck too. I remember those days when they had Elton Brand and Tyson Chandler. They were all weak, and Ben Gordon. Now, Ben Gordon was pretty good, but there was some dark days being a Chicago Bulls fan too. Now, the point that I'm making is this. There was a time, though, when there was another shooting guard that might have been that dude, okay? And I'm talking about Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade, to me, was that dude. Dwayne Wade in his prime was unbelievable. He was freaking fantastic. He was that dude, that shooting guard from like 06 to like halfway through 07, in my opinion, or maybe 05, 06, I don't know. Whenever they won the championship, and like half a year after that, before he started getting hurt, to me, Dwayne Wade was that dude. But of course, Kobe does his thing. Now, Kobe, he was talking about being traded to the Chicago Bulls, and I know what you think, were you going to root for him then? It was like, no, I ain't going to root for him then either. I'm going to be a Bulls fan. I'm going to resent the heck out of freaking Kobe Bryant. But when Kobe Bryant got Pau Gasol and won those championships, I was like, you know what, good for you, Kobe. But the first championship, I was rooting for the Celtics, right? The first championship that they went to and lost to the Celtics, I was rooting for the Celtics. I was like, no, F Kobe. No, he ain't going to win it. He ain't going to win it. You know what I mean? And to me, it was already a done deal. It was already a done deal. Because y'all know me, I'm a Niners fan, so I hate when people say, Tom Brady is the greatest. Nope, Tom Brady already lost twice. Tom Brady lost twice to Eli Manning said, nope, not going to happen. And then look at Kobe. Kobe, you lost twice in the finals, okay? Twice you lost to the Detroit Pistons and to the freaking Celtics. So you know what? Michael Jordan, he never lost. So you ain't better than him. You know what I mean? And of course, he doesn't have as many rings as Michael, but that's really not the point. The point that I'm making is this: I love me some Dwayne Wade, so I was hating on Kobe. And then the Celtics came and they beat Kobe. I was like, yes! And then fast forward to when they played Orlando Magic, and that was like the first time I rooted for the Lakers to win the championship. That was the first time. And then we had the LeBron James era. And the LeBron James era is the first time that I was rooting for Kobe. I was like, man, LeBron not even better than Kobe. You know what I mean? And to me, it's just funny how things change. Because, one, I was rooting for Michael. And when Kobe came in with his bald head and sticking his tongue out, I was like, no, he ain't better than Michael. Being all resentful and mad and stuff. You know what I mean? And, of course, he's not better than Michael. He would even say he ain't better than Michael. Michael had his career. Kobe had his career. But at the end of the day, I would take Kobe before I take LeBron James. But I'll take Dwayne Wade in his prime over both them little mother lovers. But anyways, man. But when LeBron James started getting, all that praise, oh, LeBron's the greatest, I was like, no, Kobe is better. Kobe is better. And Kobe is better, man. LeBron James had to team up with Dwayne Wade in his prime. Like, come on, LeBron, you freaking sucker. You punk. You really got to team up with somebody. You got to go to someone else's team to win a championship. So Kobe has my respect as Lamar Odom pops a 3. And he definitely has my respect. He's a fantastic player, but I ain't here to sing no kumbaya. I'm here to tell y'all how I felt about Kobe. So again, man, the only time I really rooted for Kobe was when LeBron James was getting all this, oh, LeBron's the best, LeBron's the best. Like, nah, pump your brakes. Now, LeBron, he might be a little bit better. Teammate might pass the ball a little bit more. But hey, if you want to win championships, I'm going with Michael and I'm going with Kobe before I go with King James. But anyways, man, we're down by 3. And this one, we got Lamar Odom. And Lamar Odom doing some tricks, doing some kicks. We're going to get this thing to Kobe. He can do a little little spin right there, gets a screen. He's going to take this thing to the rack, throws that thing way back, and now it is 15-7. So if we get a stop right here, I will be very, very, very happy, but it doesn't really matter because we have a game breaker. Look at Allen Iverson with all those crossover dribbles. Look at Melo to the lane. How we not tip that thing about it? How we not say, get that thing about it here? But anyways, man, they score it, but give me that point back. Whenever you get a game breaker, you get the point back. So Kobe has it. Look at Kobe, the dribble moves. Oh, baby. Oh, it's the professor. It's the professor. Oh, but hot sauce. I mean, I don't know. I'm just trying to come up with some N1 names. Anyways, look at Kobe. Look at Kobe. Look at he breakdancing on fools. Oh, look at Kobe doing his thing. And he gonna take it to the rack. Oh, slam it down. Represent Philly. Represent Philly, baby. So Kobe, Kobe done got us the lead. I was talking mad stuff to Kobe, but he done got us the lead right here. He's gonna go up top. Look at Allen Iverson making that 18-18 ball game. I'm like, I need you, Kobe. We get to Lamar. Oh, Lamar, get the ball right back to Kobe. What's wrong with you? And Kobe, he gonna juke one way, stop and pop for the deep two, and we get it, baby. It's 20-18, baby. Kobe done put us up by 2, and he gets the steal. The black mamba gonna. What? Okay, I don't know what I was doing. Never mind. He gets away from Allen Iverson. He gonna take this one and slam it home, and that's gonna wrap it up. I went hard on Kobe a little bit, but I was telling y'all my truth. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope that the rest of your day is the best of your day, and I'm gonna see y'all later. Peace. Hot sauce.